kick it like a motherfucker. Yeah, let's kick it. Let's rock it with the mockingbirds. Yeah, let's rock it. Shit. Just fucking around all day today. Drinking this big ass coffee. Oh yeah, I got mixed feelings on Starbucks lately. This is a life experience. So, do you run it as a business, or do you try and be a good steward of the community? That's where you start getting in trouble. Back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and companies made a ton of money. Yeah, you probably paid too much, but they were good, and you like being a good guy, being a good employer. Well, those days are kind of by the wayside now because of this global economy. That's the real problem. You can get almost everything cheaper if it isn't made here. And this is the problem we're having. It's hard to get a livable wage. Just one manager who worked at this Starbucks. Feels so bad for her. She worked like a fucking dog. She managed this store and that one in Thompson, which was a nightmare. It was like 20 lifetimes of bullshit. Putting up with employees, putting up with customers, putting up with corporate. Just works like a slave for 2 years. Now she's just losing her job after 20 years. $30,000 severance pay, big fucking deal. So on one hand, I like the coffee and the people that work here. And on the other hand, I think Starbucks is a bunch of pricks. But you gotta be kind of a prick to run a successful capitalistic venture now. I mean, not really, but kinda yeah. And that's where it gets sticky. I'm so glad I'm out of the workforce. It's unbelievable, man. I'd kill myself if I had to put up this bullshit. Not making any money. Just sucking ass all day long. Fake smiles. Just greeting every cocksucker that comes down the way. Acting like you give a fuck. Wondering if your company's going to go under. It's the working poor. That's where it's at now. Starbucks, Home Depot, any place. Can't get ahead now with these current salaries and hourly wages. Fucking trailers, 200 grand now and a half an acre with a leaky roof. Like I'm going to Athens after here, and I'm gonna see all these college kids, and I feel like just saying, hey, excuse me, can I take 30 seconds of your time? Do you know how fucked you are and what a waste of time this is? Not all of them, but a lot of them. These days are just going there and fucking around like I did. Getting some bullshit degree like I did. Here's another one of these motherfuckers bringing a dog in. I like animals, but I don't think they should be allowed in all these goddamn places. There's people that are fearful animals. They're allergic to them. When you go in a Home Depot, you shouldn't have to be worried about having your allergies act up while you're looking for a 2x4. Now this one's going to let this one piss all over where you go and order through Starbucks. These fucking rude fuckers. There's a huge field out there with nothing. She's going to let this goddamn dog just piss all over where you order your coffee. Stupid bitch. God. See, that's why I wouldn't work for any of these companies. I'd never make it. Nice day, isn't it?
Yep.
Better believe it. All day tomorrow too.
Lovely. Yep.
I mean, you got these huge fields here, and you're gonna let this dog go to the bathroom right where somebody's placing an order. I'd go up to her and I say, ma'am, excuse me, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you're right, Demas. I mean, it's different. I tell people all the time it's true too. I'm a lazy motherfucker. Not that smart. I got so goddamn lucky, it's unbelievable. I could not make it in today's market. No way. I'm like too negative to like buy into this corporate bullshit. I'm more like a kind of guy that wants to start a union. Yeah, one thing that surprises me as I've gotten older, hey Beverly, is that I give a fuck so much about other people. Like I'm really concerned and like worry about like the future and that they're not going to get what I have, what I got. It's fucking crazy, man. Beverly, how you doing today? You look at these other countries, man, it's like same shit. It's not like there's some place you're going to go and go back to how like America was in the Ronald Reagan days. Just had to be a non-crook, a non-sucker, a non-leech off society. You actually gave a fuck. You didn't need to be some all-A student and some fucking valedictorian to have a good life. Now even those fucking people are hurting. Oh, really? Oh, an alligator in Belle Isle. Wow. Hey, Stephanie. Stephanie knows what it's like. We talk about this shit, too. You guys, if there's any young women out there, or young men, and you want to know what the fuck is what, and you want to be clued into, like, what you're in store for, if you make it to this age, we'll be glad to tell you. And you should be just thanking the hell out of us. Because when you're young, you just don't know shit yet. We're going to decipher this bullshit, whittle it down, do about an hour chat, and help you through life. That's right. We're going to hold your hand. Both of us. Now, you're getting it. You can't say this is a male-oriented rant or it's a female, because both of us, sincerely from our hearts, want you guys to have as much sex as you can before you get old. Oh, lucky me. Really take advantage of it. This is how it is. When you're in your 20s and stuff, you're going to have like bad habits. You're going to get involved with people that your parents aren't going to understand. Your friends aren't going to understand. And we know why. Because they're good and bad. I mean, this is just something that you can never really articulate to anybody but your Jewish psychiatrist. We know why you're with these people, and we know why they're not good for you on the outside. But Stephanie and I understand 100% why they're good for you in the bedroom. And that was a big part of our young lives, and we don't regret it. So the point is, when you get some of that wild dick, don't leave it. Don't feel bad. Don't be influenced by these people that think you should be virgins when you get married and stuff. Grab that bull by the horn, ride that motherfucker until you can't stand him any longer. I'm telling you, you're not going to get this advice anywhere else. Good sex is hard to get, and it's very difficult to mesh it with future, growing together. The best sex you'll have is make-up sex, which just blows that whole theory out of the water. These Bible toters will have you think that you hold hands and you grow together and all this fucking horseshit's bullshit. Don't believe any of it. If anything, your relationships is the strongest it's ever going to be the first time you bang for about an hour after drinking a bottle of wine. And from then it's all downhill. Don't shit yourself. Yeah, because getting old sucks. There's no way around it. Stephanie and I, we consider a good day is when the coffee pot's working in the morning. Sex is totally out of the question. She's grossed out by men her age. I'm grossed out by women my age. We just sit around looking for 2-for-1 deals at the grocery store. That rings the bell now, barely. Yeah, we get on. The only thing we can offer, you try to leave a society, different generations that are come after you, and we just try to educate. And let me educate you, and this is why this is so valuable, because if I had a son and a daughter, I couldn't tell them this shit. I just could not allow myself to be this honest with my own offspring. You get caught up into this bullshit of what you think is good and what you think you should tell your children, even though it's a lie. We don't have any strings attached to you. Our only motivation is to tell the truth and to hope that a little bit seeps in there and it'll keep you from making like the mistakes that we did and other people did. It's going to be like true happiness. Yeah, that's right. Going to get your antibiotics, yep. And you're getting them for an entirely different reason now than when you were getting banged as a young, pretty girl in her mid-20s. You're getting a different kind of antibiotic now. You're getting the old people kind of antibiotic. The shit you're trying to get rid of that had nothing to do with the sexual contact. Yeah, same one I'm on. The same fucking one I'm on. Yeah. That's how it is. So these people out there that are just struggling in life, they're watching this bullshit on TV, they're jealous of the Kardashians. They'll all end up overdosing Taylor Swift and this football player. That's all bullshit too. I hope you know that. That guy's fucked every cheerleader in every big city there is, and this is just a publicity stunt. I'm not sure why. Maybe she is a lesbian. But it's all bullshit. I mean, I hate to tell you people out there, but Taylor Swift has zero sexual appeal. She's not riding some big old black pecker, which is what the middle class wants to sell to their daughters. She's a perfect apple pie, no scandals, no unplanned pregnancies, no black eyes. Same with Sandra Bullock and that Jesse, that fucker that built the motorcycles. See, here's a perfect example of what I was trying to tell you and what Stephanie and I are trying to get across to you. Remember Sandra Bullock, here she is, Jewish, money up the ass, successful, but you can't really get men interested into that much. So this wild dick, motorcycle riding, weightlifting, dope smoking, tattooed up guy got set up with her some kind of way and just fucked her goddamn brains out. She'd never had anything like it. Certainly she never met anybody at the synagogue like that. And before you know it, they're in love and they're inseparable. But he just couldn't turn someone around 100% that came from a background like that and turn her into like a top-notch sex partner. And what happened? It happens to all of us. He got tired of it, even though he had it made financially. And he could have never worked again. He wanted to tap into that great sex again, so he took off with that crazy tattoo artist female that probably lives paycheck to paycheck. But this circles back to my theory, is good and bad. He gave all that material bullshit up to rack those bones again in the sack. And sure enough, him and Sandra Bullock broke up. Now, I'm sure Sandra Bullock's Jewish relatives and her Jewish psychiatrist, they were all telling her, it's like, this guy's not good for you. And Sandra could just not tell any of them that he makes me have like 5 orgasms in a row. He spits on me, pulls my hair, and slaps my ass harder than anybody. These are just things that you can't disclose. So people say, I just don't Sandra. She's so cultured and educated and successful. Why is she hanging out with him? Hey, people, that is why. That is why. And he went with he had enough money of his own. He went with the good sex. Fuck that money. It just goes to show you how important this is. And you need to take advantage of it. You need to seize the moment from about 18 to 28, because after then it's all kind of slowly, just like a glacier melting, disappears. You don't want to be one of these old women that come on and flirt with me thinking that I'm interested, because I'm not. I'm way too far down the road. No way. You don't want to be in your 50s, 60s, just nothing going on. Men aren't attracted to you. No one's ever asking you for your number. You're just sitting around trolling the internet, looking for a hookup, and the odds are just next to nothing. The good-looking women, the attractive ones, I mean, if you're an attractive woman, I don't care what age you are. I mean, it dies off after 30, but you're getting asked out wherever you go. The grocery store, getting gas at the Starbucks, the mechanic that works on your car. If you're just like in your 50s and your 60s and that you've lost that sexual attraction, it ain't happening. Basically, you're going to be one of these older women that walks and loves their dogs. Why? Because you don't have anything else to do. Nobody wants to have a romantic relationship with you. They think you're nice, you're cool, they wish you luck, they fix your flat tire, but they don't want to get you between those sheets. And when that happens, you get on the internet and you go on chats and shit, and you're hoping you're going to get lucky. But the ship has sailed already. It's the way it is. Forget about whether it's the way it should be or anything. So what Stephanie and I try and do is we try to get through to you guys that this time is going to pass and you need to make good use of it. And all these mockingbirds disappeared since I got here. I never heard of this bad bunny. I never heard of it. It's probably gay. I'm drinking an Americano today with 4 shots. Does anybody out there watch rap? I need an opinion on rap. They've got this Arab chick that dyes her hair blonde, Claire Siobhan, Sioban in Detroit. I can't figure out if this just is a gag, a joke, or if she's serious, because she sucks. Will somebody help me with this? Her rap sucks. Is there any people out there that know anything about rap? I mean, I like good rap. It's good, but man, her shit's just fucking terrible. And she got a really cheap job of fake tits put on. It's a beautiful day today. Not kidding you. They're putting a light out here at this intersection. Thank God. Otherwise, it'd take you forever to turn out of here. It's way overdue. This fucking YouTube's been like messing with my channel again lately. I think I'll be gone like in 2 years through some of their bullshit some kind of way. I don't really care about it. I'll get more done when I don't go on YouTube. I'll get less tickets. Oh, good for you. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, it's just fucking more questions than answers, man. This is how fucked up it gets sometimes in my thinking. I'm thinking to myself, I see occurrences like the economy, what it takes to live a decent life, cost of school, all this bullshit that I bring up all the time. And I think to myself, I do the math and I think, oh, that's great, I'll be dead by then. I do this all the time, all day long. It's like, oh, they say this is going to be finished in 2044. Good, I'll be dead by then. I don't need to fucking deal with it or worry about it. I mean, this is crazy that you get to this point in your life. I remember when I was young that the old people wanted to live longer. They wish they were younger. Fuck, I don't hear anybody saying that anymore. God, why in the hell would you want to do that? I mean, I've got on my driver's license, do not resuscitate. I don't give a fuck if I stub my goddamn toe. Yeah, I uploaded too many videos. I never had that happen before. I know that's bullshit too, because I've done more than that before and they never did shit. Yeah, fuck them. I was trying to fucking show people nice things. Yeah, motherfuckers. You know what's even a double fucking on that? Is the videos that they didn't upload, they don't go into your draft. So even though I considered it something worthy of upload, I can't upload them. They're just there to remind me of them doing that shit. I don't even think I can delete the fucking things. I go on there, it says upload failed, reach your limit. Yeah, fuck you too. Oh, you feel that way too? I'm sorry about that. I mean, that's the state of the thing we're in. We got this. I mean, I don't want to go into this totally, but I'll tell you, man, some of this fucking, I'm a big science guy. You got to show me published studies. I don't want this pie in the sky bullshit. Put a little fucking goddamn olive oil on the end of your cock and it'll be hard for 10 hours. Bullshit. I want some fucking Viagra made in a lab. I believe in the science. I do. I want to see studies. I believe in science. I know there are anomalies here and there, but by and large, you better show me. I want to go to an MD, not a fucking chiropractor. Or, God forbid, a natural, holistic fucking lunatic with tarot cards and Ouija boards. Fucking bullshit. Yeah. No, but Stephanie, I never thought about this till Jeff brought it up, but maybe we should be grateful that we realize how fucked up the world is. Because we're not, just think of how we'd feel if we wish we were going to live another 30 years. We'd be depressed for a different reason. We realize how bad things are, and we're going to be getting an exit out of this, and we reminisce about the good days and appreciate what we had. I mean, you come into this world, it's just so goddamn confusing. Oh, but anyway, back to the Trump thing, man. I mean, this motherfucker is really, this Kennedy guy he appointed is a moron, heroin addict, alcoholic. What he's cutting in science is really starting to get to me. Hey, I see you. How you doing? It's really starting to piss me off. I mean, I know he's crazy. I guess it's like anything else. So you come into this world and you just try and find your way. They bait you into thinking that all this material shit, you want a house and a wife. But that shit, I'm telling you, man, that shit is on shaky grounds now. I mean, can you imagine trying to put a show on now Marcus Welby, MD? I mean, you'd be laughed out of fucking Hollywood. I mean, a guy that's not fucking around on his wife, that isn't thinking about getting his dick chopped off and becoming a woman. None of his kids are overdosing. He actually gives a fuck about his patients. No, that's true. Yeah, you're right about this. Yeah, you got a point on that. I mean, you couldn't, like, if, there used to be a clear understanding of what it is or would make you happy. Now, fuck, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. But he's just paddling around, dog paddling after the fucking cruise ship sank. Like, Kennedy is such a moron. Plus he's another guy. How are you a Democrat, like, for 50 years and then you switch? I'm skeptical of all these guys. I really am. He just seems like he's a fucking lunatic. I mean, how can you have a moron like this in charge of vaccines? I just come to these Starbucks and, like me, I just flounder, I know that. But I'm fine with it. It's not bad. I just fuck around all the time. I'm gonna do today what I did yesterday. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna drink coffee in the morning. Go to bookstores. Eat a good lunch. Come home. Do about an hour's worth of shit I hate doing. Watch a couple hours of porn. Go out and fuck around, feed the vultures, and put out corn for the deer. Watch porn for about another hour. Check my lottery tickets. Drink a couple Dragon's Milk while I fucking listen to classical music. And then start it all over again Thursday. I'm taking the vaccines. I am. I'm fucking taking them all. I'm fucking taking every goddamn one they have. I am. Maybe they'll find out something is, fuck it, I'm taking them. Same shit you think when you decide to get married or divorced. But I'm fucking taking them. I'd take a fucking shot for fleas right now if there was somebody here with a syringe. That's how confused I become for fucking heartworm, and I'm not even a dog. Yeah, I'm the same way, French bread, yeah. Fuck yeah. I even got my name on donating my fucking body to science. I don't know what the fuck they'll do with it. Yeah, it's on my driver's license. But these people that get buried in these mausoleums and stuff. I know people that won't get cremated because they don't like fire. At that stage, you don't have anything to worry about. Believe me, you're not going to feel a thing. Yeah, I got that. They thought I had this weird kind of rheumatological issue one time. I still think I got it, but I don't know what it is. It's probably a combination between fucking South African syphilis and hybrid herpes. I'm not sure. But occasionally my joints will get like achy and stuff. And I really don't, it doesn't really fit. My SED rate is low. The markers aren't there, but I know it's fucking bothering me. So they thought, well, why don't we try him on one of these biological drugs like Humira, Enbrel. And the first time I took a shot of that fucking shit, I had shingles from fucking hell, which it does. It lowers your immune system. And man, I had those shingles from fucking hell. You do not want those goddamn things. It felt like someone poured like gasoline down your Mine was like kind of on my neck and my shoulder. Now, I haven't had them since. And you know, there's a form of shingles out there you can't get fucking rid of. They last forever. And it hurts too. Yeah, yeah, they can learn, they can dissect my body. Yeah. I hope they use mine for Halloween and get arrested. They could sell my body parts. There's a big underground market for that, selling body parts. People are getting busted for it all the time. There was a couple in Detroit that got nailed. Grosse Pointe. The wife ended up turning on the husband. Of course, she's out golfing now, and he got like 30 fucking years. Hey, speaking about this, you know that couple down there, the wife was fucking the dog down in Fort Myers? You know, it was all over the news, right? Now, that's fucking weird. I get it. But if you go over to Europe, it's not weird. They have entire websites dedicated to that. They don't think a thing of it, especially Germany. But I just looked that up. I was thinking about it last night. I thought, wonder what kind of sentence they gave them. Now, they had 2 or 3 kids. They owned like a thing where you listed things on eBay and kind of a slash antique store. So I looked it up last night. Now, I want you to give me your honest opinion on this fucking bullshit. None of this religious horse shit. If you're watching that shit yourself, don't worry. I'm not going to judge you, as they say. But evidently they videotaped it and somehow the cops got a hold of it and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, they were both charged with, they consider that animal cruelty. Now, I think it's weird and cruel. I don't know about that. Wrong, yeah. But you ready for this? All this bullshit out there and these people doing this crazy ass fucking shit. You're thinking, God, that's all they got? Are you kidding me? So they've got kids, so I don't know where the kids are going to go. Foster care, relatives, I don't know. They gave him 7 years in prison, and she got 3 years in prison. And I know banging the family pet's fucked up, and it is, you know, they say it's animal cruelty, but to me, I thought that was pretty goddamn extreme, considering other sentences people get, where they're like hurting people. What do you guys think about this? Does that sound like, now don't get on the bandwagon like that old crazy Rita and that, you know, I shouldn't be doing that to dogs. We get all that. I'm talking about a non-knee-jerk reaction. Do you think that he deserves 7 years and she deserves 3 for this bullshit? Do you think that's fair? Too low, too high, what? Oh, thank you, French bread. Oh, you'd be surprised, Stephanie. You constantly undersell yourself. That is absolutely wrong. No, it's not true. I guarantee you, if you got on OnlyFans with a big old 14-inch French tickler, you'd have more money and you'd know what to do with it a month. I think to me it just seems like, I mean, I can understand like fucking felonies, man. I mean, let me tell you, having a felony on your record, this is the same sentence you would have got if you went to a daycare center with 2 puppies and started up a chainsaw and cut their heads off. It just doesn't seem right to me. 3 years in prison? And the fucking dog's doing fine. And he got 7 years and you got 2 kids to raise? And like I said, I mean, this is American values again. You know, United States is one of the few countries that you can't sell horse meat for human consumption. And at least you got to give like South Korea and some of these other Asian countries, they eat dogs and cats and shit. And even though that seems fucked up too, at least they're consistent. They're not letting you, slaughter 10,000 chickens a minute in some hybrid machine that skins them alive. And then thinking that the pet should be any different. At least there's some logic with the consistency on the difference between human beings and animals. Yeah, Steph's feet. I know a girl. Yeah, that feet thing's a big thing. I was banging this girl that owned a donut shop on the side. I was living in Michigan, and she was cute, Polish, and it was unbelievable the people that were calling there all the time over foot shit. This is before, the internet and all this shit, offering her this crazy money, and could she take a picture of her feet? It's unbelievable. And that one football coach had a wife that was into that shit, selling pictures of her feet. I think feet are gross, to tell you the truth, myself. Yeah, no, that's some good advice. Jeff's trying to help here, but you're just underselling yourself, Steph. There's people out there that like that shit. You think you got to be some young, attractive girl? No. It's just the human mind, man. They're getting turned on by just some 65-year-old woman. It's out there. I'm telling you. Don't sell yourself short. Yeah, I'm the same way, ACU. I think the same way too. Yeah. I'll tell you another thing that turns me off with women. Big feet and big hands. I see some good-looking women. You see these fucking hands. It's like, God damn, man, you could swim around the world without ever kicking with your feet. These big, long fucking fingers. It's just big hands. And it's not related to, they call them man hands. It's not related to how big they are either. I mean, sometimes it's just, they just have big hands. Skinny, good-looking, attractive, and big-ass fucking hands. I don't like big heads on women either. Like that Kelly Ripka. It looks like a fucking horse head. It's like a bowling ball, like on a pencil. And I don't like big feet on women either. I mean, I was thinking, when she first came out and got popular, Paris Hilton, then I found out she wears size 12 shoes. Fuck that. You'd have a couple Dragon's Milk with her and think she had a pair of fucking water skis on. Yeah, gorilla hands. No, it's fucking turn off. I swear to God, when I was living up in Michigan, there was a lady that worked at Home Depot. Not bad looking, nice hair, pretty face. But I tell you, man, her fucking hands made Popeye's hands look like something that should have been in a nail commercial. I mean, her hands were huge, and it looked like she worked on a shrimp boat for 100 years. I mean, I would mention it to people sometimes, and they knew exactly what the fuck I was talking about. I mean, you could just not miss this shit. It was almost like you did it on a computer, and you're like, you just put man hands on a, like, not bad looking woman. God damn, man. But once again, Stephanie, now you listen up here. There's some motherfucker out there that turns them on. Where? I don't know. But it is. Yeah, lucky being tall. No, it's a super turnoff to me. But there's people that done better. I don't like women with they got like hairy forearms either. A blonde can get away with it. I mean, they got that really fine hair. You kind of got to see it in the light just right. And I'll tell you another thing with women too, especially their legs. There's a lot to be said for the diameter of a hair. And there's some women like blondes as an example. Just this fine hair, you could blow it off like a fucking dandelion. You catch it in the light just right, and it's like, it's not bad. But dark-haired with big, they could shave their legs 1,000 fucking times, and you can still see it. It's so goddamn gross. Oh yeah, French bread. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, no, that just doesn't. Yeah, it's a red flag. That's exactly right. That's it. Metal in the face. A tramp stamp too. That's another one. I really haven't reconciled that in my mind totally either. A tramp stamp. Why the fuck would you get one of these goddamn things? I mean, you're not ever looking at it. It's just, you go out with a girl, everything's going great. You like her. you know, things are moving along, you're drinking, you start to put the old cock to her one night, and in the heat of the moment, you want to give it to her doggy style, and you notice this big, like, Harley Davidson, bright red, dark, ugly green, fucking like motorcycle symbol shit, about 3 inches above the top of the crack of her ass. Yeah, I just think that'd be a deal breaker for me. I mean, you're fucked either way, whether you bring it up or whether you don't. So you end up trying to keep a hard on after seeing this thing. And then you get around to asking, it's like, you just slowly want to get the fuck out of there. You know, you're already thought in your mind, oh, this is over, man. This is such a turnoff. Yeah, it can be a comment they make, but a big tramp stamp would just turn me the fuck off. I'm not even sure I know why they get them. I mean, it looks like gang shit to me. It's like, hey, Sally, you know, it's none of my business, but, you know, you said you appreciated honesty and don't ever be afraid to ask you anything. What's the deal with that fucking tattoo on your back there? Oh, she says, take the words right out of your mouth. She says, you mean my tramp stamp? It's like, yeah. Yeah, the only fucking tattoo on that. That's it, the tramp stamp. Yeah. She said, well, I was going with a guy, you know, and we were looking at that right away. Just what I fucking thought. Some shit like this. No, I think tattoos, yeah, I don't like them. And then you get these, like, MILFs, these old bitches who, they caught their husband fucking the babysitter and they think they're going to get rid of him and that life's going to be better. Then they find out that it's not going to work the way they thought it would, so they feel wild. And no guy wants to bang him anymore, so them and a couple of their fat girlfriends decide to go down to Savannah for the weekend. And they get drunk and they're going to show how wild they are. And they get this little bullshit, stupid, ugly tattoo on their ankle or some other goddamn stupid place. Like, I'm so wild. I'm 52. I just got this fucking 16th of an inch tattoo. Wow. Yeah, it's not going to do shit. Yeah. No, they're just so gross. I mean, I can even, like, and like French Bread said, you know, if somebody's got, like, or how about these people that get all this writing on their neck and shit? I thought that used to be for, like, prisoners and stuff. Like, see some good-looking girl that got some fucking writing. It's like a fucking poem stenciled on their neck. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know, all this crazy shit. It's expensive to get those tickets. I know a lady that was like totally crazy, and then got her shit together. Ended up getting a PhD actually in good jobs and management. These companies in Chicago, but she was doing gangbangs and shit when she was 18, 19, and she had hers lasered off because they were actually causing her problems at some of the companies she went to work for, and it was expensive as hell. Get those damn things taken off. I do know I've read before in medical journals like yellow and red have additional risk factors with regard if you needed an epidural and you had a tramp stamp. Yep. Yeah, tattoos are like so gross. I think they're gross. I mean, Steph, now, here's another part of this equation, too. It's like, when you get to our age, Stephanie, my age, you just get to the point where everything turns you off. And it just takes sex off the table, which is kind of, in a fucked up way, a relief. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, you know, it doesn't bother you that you're not having it. What a beautiful day today. There's a little sparrow on the ground. That's an American brown sparrow. They were actually, the numbers were declining for a while, and they didn't know why. Wish I had something to give him to eat. I don't really like this Starbucks that much. There's a girl here I really like. It's super cool. But I don't, it's noisy. Too many people. They don't sit out here. Hear that damn traffic? Drowns out the bird noises. Good morning, Clay. Clay, you should be out there metal detecting today. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day. You better get over there to Hilton Head before you fuck that up. Man, there's people that pay $1,000 to look around there with a metal detector. All that cool Civil War shit. Let's go out there and metal detect. Yeah, tattoos, I don't like them. Let's say, for an example, the 1 in a 10 billion chance that I had a girlfriend. You get really like hard in your beliefs and shit. You know, when you're young and you're knocking out some new ass, you don't know whether you're going to be with this person or not. You're kind of like mincing words. You know, the edges are rubbed off. You like them, but you're not like crazy over them. And you're just kind of like, neither one of you got anything better to do, so you call that dating. But if, like, I was, like, let me give you an example. So say, for an example, I get in a relationship, other than one that's an hour long for $500, and I'm dating some broad, and she gives great head, and I like her. See, with my problem is I like the arts and culture and all that shit, but I like that wild fucking sex, that crazy threesome shit, cum facials, porn playing in the background, and that's hard to mix, man. You just can't get it all together. But back to the story. So say I meet somebody and we're getting along all right. And I've always kind of specialized in making sure that whoever I got involved in, they liked me a lot better than I liked them. That way, you know, I've had it broke off of my ass too, but I just feel more comfortable that way. I guess you could say control. She said to me, well, hey, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo. I'd say, don't get it. You get a fucking tattoo and I'm not dating you anymore. That's what I think about it. And that's like sounds hardcore and rigid, but that's the fucking way it is. It's probably also why I don't have a girlfriend. Now this guy was going to sit down. Now he just took his book and he's not coming. Just read books. No, he doesn't. Nope, he doesn't. That house will sell the day it's listed. It probably will never even get listed. But those houses sell like an hour after being on the internet. No shit. No, I don't like nose ring. They're so gross. Such a fucking turn up. But I see you. You're a smart guy. If you ever pay attention now, all these, you know, back in the day when, like, I think you're younger than me. You know, a wild girl like gave the best head within 1,000 miles. And it seems like those same dysfunctional families and those same girls now they're doing that kind of shit instead. It's almost like, fuck you. Here's a commercial staple in my nose. I got purple hair. I got fucking facial tattoos. Fuck you if you don't like it. It just is a statement they make 24/7. They're like mad, angry people. You know, they just got an axe to grind. And in there, if you're that fucked up between the ears, you kind of got to give them credit if they want to get out there and they want to mix with somebody that sees life how they do. Because if you say, hey, would you like to go out sometime? They already know that you're crazy too. Yeah, nose rings are so fucking gross. Just so fucking ugly. I'll tell you one thing now. I'm gonna be going up to Athens after I leave here. University of Georgia. Let me tell you, it's like the old days there. Just like all American girls everywhere. You don't see that shit up there like you do most places. It's all like they look like high school cheerleaders. Yes sir, no sir. Up there studying. You're not riding some fucking Mandingo cock that just came out with a new fucking rap album. I mean, it's weird because it's known as a very liberal city, but I'll tell you, my observation of the college kids doesn't seem like that at all. Totally the opposite. And you don't see hardly any of those cute college girls up there with tattoos. It's different up there, believe me. Oh, that was good advice. Yeah, they're nuts. No, absolutely right. It speaks volumes. It's just, how do you it speaks volumes. And it's one thing thinking of crazy shit. It's another thing actually doing it. You know what I mean? That's why if you get older like I am right now, I would consider myself an expert at getting out of these goddamn women. I don't give a fuck if they go to church 5 fucking times a day. I think I am an absolute expert at honing in on the shit they like that they never felt comfortable talking to a guy about in their life. I don't fuck around. I get right to the goddamn nitty-gritty. I can fucking smell it out like a hunting dog. I'll say right up to them, I know you like this shit, don't bullshit me. And they'll smile or nervous laughter. And then you hone right in on that fucking shit. I tell people all the time, man, if somebody likes you and you're starting to date, you got about 30 days where you can get them to do any fucking thing you want. And after that, they're going to find out what you're real like. They're going to want to think twice about it. But that first 30 days, that's when, strike that iron. Fuck yeah. You see Kevin Bacon, that ugly asshole fucking Nicole Kidman, is that who it is? I ran into him one time in Tunica about 25 years ago. He's about 4 feet tall. Yeah, they couldn't. When you're in Hollywood, you're fucking your maid, you're fucking every escort around, you're fucking some of your fans. And it gets to the point, you're there doing their thing, you're doing your thing, like Bill Cosby. She had an American Express, go out and buy whatever the fuck she wanted. Yeah, I see Bill Cosby's losing some of his properties to foreclosure. That's another one, Bill Cosby. I'm not saying that he didn't deserve to be punished, but I think those women knew exactly what they were in for when they went over there, and that fucking date rape shit just happened to be part of the party. Same with P. Diddy. And these freak-offs, you knew exactly what the fuck you were in for when you were going to one of those goddamn things. If you were into dick, girls, whatever. Same with that Epstein thing. I really have read quite a bit about this Epstein thing, and I can't really get a feel for if this guy was just an older guy chasing younger pussy, or people knew that he was a fucking pervert like that. I really can't. I can't. There's nothing else for me to read. Because I'll tell you, man, if it was common knowledge, like Kevin Spacey is a known pervert in Hollywood. If it was common knowledge that you knew he was into underage girls, I'd look at a lot of the people that were associated with him in a completely different way. I really would. It would turn me off so fucking. You can get turned off with, people for just shit they're into and shit that they do and things that they say. I mean, I've had it happen to me. I'm sure I've done it to people. Everything can be great until you make one comment about something and you say to yourself, this is the end of this. And it's just so fucking turned me off so bad that I don't want to fuck with you anymore. Yeah, but there are a lot of comedians that in their punchlines before he ever got caught with that fucking molesting these kids or whatever, that you don't want to be in Kevin Spacey's basement. So he's losing some of his shit too, foreclosures. Yeah. These are beautiful clouds today. That's a good indication of what kind of day you're going to get. Stratus clouds. No, they do. Those are a big controversy down here, actually. Yeah, speeding tickets now. They got one actually right up the road from where I'm at right now. The motherfucker writes, it gives you tickets in a school zone when the school's closed. Yeah, it's a money grab. That's exactly right. Now down here, they got one of those here about 6 months ago. I was driving Marty's wife's van, and she paid it, which she shouldn't have, because if you're a guy and the person in the photo they take is a girl, they can't. There goes probable cause. Although ours are still criminal down here. It's like old-fashioned down here. Yeah, I got one in Chicago one time too. Remember when Glenn Campbell and Alice Cooper got one? They were going golfing. Yeah, it's a money grab. That's exactly right. Yep. Somebody told me, and I don't know if this is true, this fucking place I'm at right now, this Greensboro, these fuckers are insane here about phone in your hand. You can't touch your phone. Yeah, but somebody told me in Athens they're using drones now. Yeah, no, $60, that's it. Now, I notice a lot of places that you don't get points when you get one with a camera. How is that where you live? Have you checked that out yet? Because if you get points for it, don't just pay it. Challenge the motherfucker. Challenge it. I would challenge it. I would. Even if you have to go in there and say, how much... I was not fucking speeding. This thing is full of shit. I mean, you got a chance of them offering you a deal by simply, you're going to give them a little resistance. And this thing is all set up for easy money. So once they found out that you're willing to take some of their time up, they'll say, well, how about we just give you one for like fucking something. Doesn't go on your record. I've got them to do that before. No, that's why I think if it's not points and all that shit, it's just a money grab. Yeah, it's not that big a fucking deal. But I really get fired up challenging that shit. I got one time out near that Dinosaur National Park out in Colorado for like 115, 75, whatever the fuck it was. And a radar. Actually, I got to be friends with the guy. I ended up going out to that state trooper's house and staying with him for 3 days while we went hunting later on. But anyway, I researched radar, the Doppler theory of radar. I couldn't have made this motherfucker look dumber in front of a judge. I mean, 8 out of 10 things I asked him, he didn't know. And my closing argument was that this guy's just out there pulling a trigger and he doesn't know what the hell it's doing. And that shouldn't affect my insurance rates. Went through all this bullshit. I gave myself an A+. And he even said to me after I got it broke off my ass for the maximum amount that I would made him a better cop because he didn't think it was possible for him to look so stupid. It was actually a good experience. At the end of it, the judge said, boy, you guys probably aren't going to be hanging out. It's like, well, we'll decide that later. It was actually kind of fun, really, but it just goes to show you, man, that judge didn't want to hear anything at all about the theory of Doppler. And she told me at the end, she said, I don't think there's any reason. He calibrated the unit, and there's no reason for him to just pick you out of there and give you a ticket for the hell of it. Therefore, I'm going to find you responsible and in favor for the state. It's like, okay. See, in Chicago, In Chicago, they take a picture of the front and the back. See, you must be in a state where you don't have to have a front plate. Yeah, that's not too bad, but I'd still challenge it. I'd still challenge it if you got time and you like fucking with that stuff. See, I like that kind of thing. I like really just asking them questions and watching them fucking squirm. I really get off on that kind of shit. So to me, it's not saving money. It's just getting to fuck with somebody. Yeah. And, honestly, I mean, I challenged all mine and got out of most of them or got it reduced or some kind of shit. But you can't just have motherfuckers riding around like speeding, man. You deserve a ticket. I deserved all the ones I got. I mean, if my insurance didn't go up, I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I wouldn't have done it. What were you doing? Were you just fucking daydreaming, or was it a total setup? Or a school zone or some shit? Or was there like a reason other than just not paying attention? I got one in Burke County here. And there's all sorts of lawsuits and all sorts of all that fucking shit. Yeah. Yeah, I got that one. I bargained that one down to nothing, too. That was by a black racist cop. I had a fucking... I'll tell you, that's one time these fucking stalkers on YouTube actually prevailed. They had written that fucking judge just tons of letters that I was murdering fucking prostitutes, and I was a motherfucker, and I was always bragging about never being held responsible for a ticket. I'm telling you, I know that happened because he was an absolute prick right out of the fucking start. He threatened to hold me in contempt of court because what happened is there's no law against having a fucking dog in your lap. And I got the police cruiser's fucking video. The state police told me in a recorded phone call that I used that they didn't see any driving aberrations. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't weaving. I wasn't swerving. None of that fucking shit. So why'd I get a ticket then? So at the end of it, the judge is just fucking with me left and right. He's listening to nothing I'm saying. I shouldn't even got a ticket. So the judge says to me, what if... I get pissed off. I got a temper too, and I thought this guy isn't going to do that much to me. So you're just not going to steamroll my fucking ass, even though I'm going to lose. I'm going to fucking tell you what I think, without being crazy. So anyway, at the end of it, the judge says, well, I just don't like the idea of a dog being on your lap. And it's like, what if the dog had to go to the bathroom? I said, what if an elephant fell out of the sky? I mean, what does this have to do with it? I mean, you're a judge. What if he did? I'm telling you that what I got a ticket for is not against law. He said, well, I don't care if you like it or not. And if you don't like it, you can appeal. And that's exactly what I did and got it reduced to like fucking nothing. And they took his ass off the bench about 3 weeks later because I was all set to fuck with him too. I don't think it had anything to do with what I did, but I can tell you this. He was a fucked up judge. It shouldn't have been in that position. Stupid fucking dago. See you, Clay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a bullshit ticket. But the good thing about the one I got? That fucking cop, that stupid motherfucker was texting as he was driving the state police cruiser. And those dumb state police actually sent me a video where I could see he was texting while he was driving. So he pissed me off. I did a background investigation on him. Found that he got a ticket for like 92 in a 75, which in Ohio is criminal. It's not civil. So that's a criminal record. So I uploaded a video that this state trooper had a criminal record and that he was texting while he was driving. And I know that the state police tried to get YouTube to take that video down and they wouldn't do it. So for all the crazy shit that YouTube does, I give them credit for that. That video's still up. Go search it in the search box. Texting state trooper. Motherfucker. It was ridiculous. Yeah. I put up like 2 or 3 videos of the guy texting while he was driving a state trooper car. The biggest fucking smile on my face you've ever seen. It was ridiculous. Yeah, he just saw a white guy, and he was a Detroit cop that had all sorts of problems. I got his personnel file from the Detroit Police Department, but because the state police were always recruiting minorities, you know, the smart blacks went and they were making 200 grand a year at Ford Motor Company somewhere. So it was slim pickings when it came to recruiting people. And evidently he didn't have enough bad shit on his record. So he actually went to the state police. Fucking dumbass. I got his test scores too. He's a fucking idiot. Stupid motherfucker. Yeah, that was a bullshit ticket, man. Bullshit ticket. That damn Daisy was on my lap for 300,000 miles of driving. I passed 1 million cops. He saw a whitey driving, thought, here's my chance. You know, I've waited my whole lifetime to just... it couldn't have been anything else. There's nothing left other than racism. Yeah. Fuck them. I'd say fucking is right. Yeah, I'm really like super I wish I could clean my house. Like I get motivated when I want to challenge something, man. I'd pull out all the fucking stops. I don't leave one stone unturned.
But the start part was difficult in one, but also difficult that there was no circle of other companies around me that I know. Because my father didn't have anything, and I was new in the lifetime. So then, now...
Well, I think I'm going to head up to Athens. Get my good bagel. Now, you know, you talk, and like I do notice in the like restaurants, there's a lot of young people up there working that are not going to the college. And those are the kind of like nose rings and purple hair shit. But not the students.
But also search for people around me. That's why I'm happy with this today. That there are specialists in their part of the company. So when I met you, I know for sure you know it better than me here. And for me, I like to work with people that are better than me. So when you have enough people around you can...
Yeah, I'm glad this Starbucks made it.
No, some people are very good by themselves, but they are not good at cooperating. I'm always thinking about my labor people and about Tanzania, how can we do it together?
Yeah, it's time to party.
Sometimes I have to think about things and make decisions.
A lot of good places to eat up there too.
Yeah, and it was French last week because
You know, I used to drink too much caffeine. I'm trying to like be better about that. So I just think it fucks my sleep up, even though I quit drinking it early. These beautiful clouds today. I hope you guys have a good day today. You party on, you rock on. Tell YouTube to quit fucking with me. I put 30,000 miles on this. Fucking beast. All right, you guys have fun today. Have a great day. Goodbye, Jeff. Oh, good for you. Don't fall off there, man. Getting on a roof, I'm telling you. My buddy, the doctor, tells everybody over 45, do not get on a roof and do not get on a ladder. I know you think you're just as good as you were when you're 18, but you're not. Your balance goes. You got those fucking stabilizing muscles that you don't use for anything anymore. And you get up there and you're at a fucking 30-degree angle on a roof, and all of a sudden you stand up and you fall and they find you down there. It's like, I don't know what happened. You fell off the roof, motherfucker. You're old. I mean, I gotta catch myself on that shit constantly. I do that stupid shit myself. Fucking getting up there, man. I'll fucking be a goddamn quadriplegic. Okay, good. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, still though, Don't be like trying to save $5 and turn into a fucking quadriplegic. You'd be eating fucking applesauce and shit with this. Your wife would be saying, open wide. Your wife would think, oh man, I could have 20 more years of this shit. This motherfucker's wearing a diaper. And you can't even fucking talk. Yeah. Stephanie, you need to reconsider that, man. It's not what you think, Stephanie. It's what somebody else thinks. All right, party on, guys. Rock on. Have a good day. Rock on.